Hello everyone. Oh dear, I think YouTube chat is not working. But yes, hello everyone. How are we all doing tonight? Hello Twitch, hello YouTube. So this is actually my first Fate stream on Twitch. So, hi. Welcome. I'm rereading Fate Stay Night. Currently we are doing the Fate route, as you can see, and we are on day 9, which means we are going to be fighting Ryder for the first time. But we've got a little bit to go through before that. As you can see up at the top of the screen, for $5, I will do whatever the next bad end is. I don't actually know if you can send me bits on Twitch, given how small my channel is, but YouTube viewers can send me a $5 super chat to get me to do a bad end. So, without any further ado, let us proceed. I am using a guide, a flowchart, and decisions that don't really matter that much, I leave up to chat. What do you mean the audio stream's current bitrate is lower than recommended? What? YouTube, what's your problem? Huh? What is YouTube talking about? My audio should be fine. My audio is fine, right? Huh. Anyways. Day 9. I'm dreaming. It must be because my blood is hot and my body is pulsing. I'm reliving the scene I don't need to remember. It's my oldest memory. At the same time, it is a memory that can't be separated from me. A scene from 10 years ago that never goes away, even though I usually never recall it. It's not that I forgot it. It's not that I want to forget it. For me, it is just something that has already happened. So it's not something I feel pain over. It's not something I feel particularly angry about. What's past is past. I cannot redo it, nor go back to it. I have escaped from that scene and still continue to live. All I can do is look forward. No one told me to. I just vaguely thought like this ever since I was a child. Not forgetting or denying the past. The only way to make use of what has gone away is to acknowledge it. I wake up because of the burning heat in my body. How long was I asleep? I guess I fell asleep while feeling the night wind, without returning to my room. In the dim shed, there's me and...
Saber!
目が覚めましたか、シロ。部屋を抜け出すのは構いませんが、ここで眠るのはだらしがないのではありませんか。
おはよう。いや、ゆうべは体が熱くて、外に出ていたらつい眠くなっちまったんだ。
見ればわかります。説明はいいですから、次からは気をつけてください。マスターにこのような場所で休息を取られては、私の立場がありませんから。
Hold on, I messed up my little chat window widget. Alright, we're good.
すまん。今後はできるだけ部屋で休む。
分かっていただければ助かります。ところでシロ、 先ほどから大河が呼んでいるのですが。
藤姉が呼んでるってなんでさ。
朝食の問題ではないでしょうか。朝食の時間はとうに過ぎていますから。
え、うわ、もう7時過ぎてるのか。やばい、寝過ごした。
Yeah, you did.
そうですね。四郎が最後に起きるのは珍しい。よほど昨夜の凛との鍛錬が答えたのでしょう。
Saber analyzes the situation calmly. It appears that the game's voices are louder than mine. Should I, hold on. Config. Let's turn the voices down a bit. Oh, you can turn individual voices down. I remembered you could do that in... I didn't remember which one. I thought it was in Hollow Ataraxia that you could do that, and you couldn't do it in this one, but it may have been the other way around. Alright. But I don't have that much composure.
起こしに来てくれて悪いが、先に戻っていてくれ。俺もすぐに着替えて台所に行くから。
はい。それではできる限り大河をなだめているとしましょう。
Saber leaves without Saber leaves with calm footsteps. But calm down, Fujine. Saber has already adapted quite well to the mornings at our house. I run into the kitchen. Ignoring Fujine's vilification, I prepare breakfast in about 5 minutes.
お待たせ。学校の門限まで時間がないからな。手早く食べちゃってくれ。
I put the breakfast onto the table.
No!
And then...
なんじゃこりゃー!
The tiger is angry. Fujine explodes.
なにこれ！焼いたトーストだけじゃない！シロ、なんで今日の朝ごはんこれだけなのよ！
仕方ないだろう、寝坊したんだから。他のものを作ってる余裕なんてないし、だいたいパン食なんてこんなもんじゃないか。単にサラダと卵焼きがないだけなんだから、そう大差ないぞ。
大差なんてあります！ね、みんなもそう思うでしょ？
Fujine asks Tosaka and Saber, who are eating silently. Oh wow, this is actually really loud. Hold on. I apologize. My audio settings got a bit messed up recently. And, this is the first time I have opened up Fate since then. Let's turn everything down a bit. Would be nice if there was a master volume thing, but there is not. This seems alright though. But she shouldn't be so optimistic. Those two aren't as greedy as Fujine is. They won't agree with her.
そうね。藤村先生じゃないけど、こんな手抜きは容認できないかな。パン食を舐めてるとしか思えないわ。
Oh, Shiro. You really thought Rin would ever be on your side? Hey, hold on. I thought you don't usually eat breakfast. Whoa, what was that sigh that sounded like obvious disappointment? Did your character change, Saber? No, it didn't. She likes to eat, and you have disappointed her, Shiro.
ほら、みんなシロが悪いって。多数決で決定したから反省した後、ちゃんとした朝ごはんを提供すること。
そんな出来レースに従えるか。そもそもな、今からおかずなんて作ってたら遅刻するぞ、藤根。もう7時半なんだから、パンかじりながら走っていかないと間に合わないから諦めろと提案する。
Fujine running to school with toast in her mouth.
いいよ。私、遅刻か空腹かの選択なら朝ごはんを尊重するから。
するな。そんな教師がどこにいる。いいからさっさと食べて学校に行けっての。言っとくけど、俺は意地でもこれ以上の飯は用意しないからな。
もうシローったら変なところで真面目なんだから。そんなじじくさいこと言ってるとすぐおじいさんになっちゃうんだからね。
言われるまでもない。藤姉のおかげで俺はすっかりじいさん趣味だよ。
So saying, I start eating my toast. Well, it's true. There is something desolate about having only toast for breakfast when there's this many people. The sounds of the Shinai's echo. The substance of the fight is the same as always. I attack desperately, while Saber blocks my blows easily and counters with an attack twice as sharp as mine. I manage to block it, attack even stronger, and lose. We are repeating the same match over and over. I stand still and breathe deeply. Wiping the sweat off my forehead with my arm, I calm my breathing.
何を休んでいるのですか。昨日までのシロならそこで諦めるようなことはなかったはずです。さあ早く打ち込んできてください。
いや、ちょっと待って。これ以上は息が続かない。少し休憩。
何をらしくないことを。シロが来ないというのでしたら私から攻め込むだけですが、それでも構わないのですね。
Saber stares at her bad student. But I cannot move my body to my satisfaction, even if she looks at me that way.
はあ、一体どうしたのですシロ。今朝のあなたは今までとは別人のようです。まっすぐに打ち込んでくる太刀だけは目を見張るものがあったというのに、今朝のシロには力強さを感じません。
それは自分でも分かってるんだけどな。どうもうまくいかない。
Well, the situation is too different from yesterday.
体の熱がまだ取れないのですか。ですがそんな理由で体のキレが落ちるようでは話になりません。少し頭を冷やして気持ちを入れ替えてください。い
や、そうするんだったらまずあれをなんとかしてくれ。
I point to the observer by the wall.
何？私に構わなくていいから訓練を続けていいわよ。
Tosuka doesn't understand at all. When she's staring at me like that, I can't concentrate on fighting with Saber.
リンが気になるのですか。それこそ修行不足ですね。いいでしょう。それでしたら見学者のことなど気にならないようにして差し上げます。
待てセイバー、こっちはまだ息が。
問題はありません。そのようなものは戦いの最中に整えるものです。
Saber disappears from my view. Bonk. The instant I realize this is bad and block my face, Saber's Shinai hits me right on my head. Get bonked, idiot. And so, the training this morning was severe. I wasn't worried about Tosuka watching after I got knocked out once. As I devoted myself to blocking Saber's blows, it was lunchtime before I knew it.
けどあれよね、セイバーって本当に冷静よね。3時間もシロと試合してて眉一つ動かさないんだから。普段も無口だけど戦闘時はさらに磨きがかかるっていうか、何？もう無機質みたいな感じ？
Tosuka is in a good mood. I think because she saw me getting beat around a lot. The two are in the living room, resting. As for me, I am preparing lunch by myself as a punishment for not being serious this morning. Jeez. I want to cut corners and finish quickly by making something like white noodles.
無機質ですか。そうですね。そう意識したことはありませんが、剣を握っているときは感情を止めているのかもしれません。それは試合といえども変わりはないのでしょう。
何？それって女の身で剣を持つための心構えってやつ？体格で劣っているから心だけは負けないようにって。
それは違います、リン。 冷静であるのは戦う時の心構えですが、それは男も女も変わりのないことでしょう。
I love Saber. She really just says forget all that sexist nonsense.
リンとて戦闘時には情を捨てるはずです。あなたはそれができる人ですから。
言ってくれるじゃない。まあそりゃ事実だけどさ。けどセイバーのは私とは違うわよ、絶対。私は捨ててるのは甘さだけだもの。あなたほど達観はできないわ。
そのようですね。だからあなたは華やかなのでしょう。戦いの中でも女性のしなやかさを保っていられる。
Gay.
何よ、嫌味？華やかさで言ったらあなたにはかなわないわ。シローがあっちにいるから白状するけどね。私初めてあなたを見た瞬間にすっごい美人だなって見とれたんだから。
Are they having a gay contest? No, I can hear you, Tosaka.
それはリンの思い違いでしょう。この身が華やかに見えたのなら、それは私ではなくセイバーというクラスが華やかなだけではないでしょうか。
そんなんじゃないってば。純粋にね、同じ女として負けたって思ったんだもの。そうでもなければあそこまでショックは受けなかったわよ。
ですからそれが間違いです。私は一度も自身を女性だと思ったことはないし、一度も女性として扱われたことはありません。その私が華やかであるはずがない。
Saber's comment stops the conversation. As I use the kitchen knife, I feel irritated by Saber's comment.
前から思ってたけど、自分のことを何だと思ってんだろうな、あいつ。
I take a big swing at the chicken meat. For some reason, I'm getting annoyed.
私は自分を女性だと思ったことはありません。
まあ俺には関係のない話だけど。
I strike hard at the cutting board with my knife, but doing so doesn't make me feel even one bit better.
今日の課題はそれね。昨日より数は増やしたし、そっちの体も落ち着いてるみたいだから、今度こそ成功するでしょ。
I don't know how she brought them here, but Tosaka brings out about 40 lamps.
私はちょっと外に出てるわ。しばらく経ったら戻ってくるから、それまでに終わらせておきなさい。
Saying goodbye, Tosaka leaves the room. Well, yesterday night was bad, so I should at least succeed at 1 or 2 tonight. Hopefully.
とりあえず半分済んだか。
It took me 1 hour to try strengthening on about 20 lamps. Half of them broke, and the other half showed no change. But out of the ones that didn't break, 5 of them had magical energy successfully channeled into them. All I have to do now is challenge the 20 that are left, but...
待てよ。5つもあればテストとしては十分なんじゃないか。
It seems like all the lamps are antiques. I feel bad about breaking any more of them. Yeah, I should... I don't believe this is a choice that matters that much. Yeah, it doesn't. However, the YouTube stream is empty, and Twitch appears to also be empty. Oh, that's saddening. This is a choice that does not matter, and because chat is empty, I cannot leave it up to chat, which means it is my choice. Haha! I do not recall what either of these scenes are. I like Rin, so we'll go and get Rin. Let's go and get Tosaka. I shouldn't break any more lamps. Well, I don't think that's much of an excuse for someone that already broke 40 lamps.
Oi, Tosaka!
There's no reply even when I call out. That's weird. Maybe she's not in the house. The only other place Tosaka could be is... It seems Saber and Tosaka are inside talking.
Oi, Tosa!
As I raise my hand to call out to her, I feel a chill run through me. Oh, hello, Wind! Welcome, welcome! Also, that confirms that YouTube chat is not working on the stream. That is unfortunate. But hello, welcome, welcome. How are you doing tonight, Wind? I feel a chill run through me. I think it was a wave of Tosaka's magical energy filled with enmity that came flowing out from the shed. The voice that was calling out to her stops. It seems Tosaka is so irritated that I can feel it from way over here. Their conversation can be heard. Without realizing it, I'm eavesdropping on them.
何者よ、あいつ。
Tosaka murmurs in a tone that could be angry or horrified. Saber is standing silently behind her.
信じられない。セイバー、あなたこのことに気がついてたわね。
いいえ、私には分からなかった。私は騎士であって魔術師ではない。ここには違和感があっただけで、ビンほど状況を把握しているわけではありません。
そう。なら教えてあげる。あいつは魔術師なんかじゃないわ。
リン、それはどういう意味でしょうか。
言葉通りの意味よ。魔術っていうのはね、結局は等価交換なの。どんな神秘だってよそにあるものをここに持ってきて使っているだけ。けどこれは違う。あいつはどこにもないものをここに持ってきてしまっている。ここにはあってはならないものを形にしている。それは現実を侵食する想念に他ならない。あいつの魔術はきっとある魔術が劣化しただけのものなんだわ。
I don't understand what Tosaka is talking about, but this is something that I should not be listening to. I get away from the shed. I'll be lying to Tosaka, but I should return to the room and pretend I was waiting for her return. It's 2 o'clock. There's no sign of Tosaka returning, and I diligently finish the task assigned to me.
あれ、電話だ。
The phone is ringing far away.
今か。遠坂は、って、うちの電話なんだから出るわけにはいかないよな。
I don't think it's important, but I can't just ignore it. I get up and head to the living room to pick up the phone. There's no one in the living room. Saber and Tosaka must be somewhere else, like in the yard.
はい、エミヤですが。
よう、エミヤ。今
Ugh.
日も休んでいるようだけど、体の調子が悪いのかい？
I mean, I knew we were gonna be dealing with him today, but still. Ugh. As soon as I pick up, I hear Shinji's voice, mixed with hidden laughter.
シンジか。なんか用か。話すことなんてお互いないと思うが。
なんだよ、釣れないな。こっちはエミヤに一つ教えてやろうと思って電話をしたのに。
俺に教える？
ああ、どうしても話しておきたいことがあったんだけど、お前、学校に来ないじゃないか。これ以上長引くのもなんだし、もう我慢できないから連絡を入れたんだ。それで、そっちに遠坂はいるのか？
Shinji's tone is strange. I can't tell much from just his voice, but he sounds like he's really excited or pressured. I can hear students in the background, so he must still be at school. It's past 2. It must be break time right after the 5th period.
おい、聞いてるんだよ、エミヤ。遠坂はそこにいるの？いないの？
今はいない。少し席を外している。
そうか、ちょうどいい。二人だけで話がしたかったんだ。 いいことを教えてやるからさ。今から学校に来いよエミヤ。もちろん遠坂には内緒でね。
Could he sound any creepier? I don't know how to answer. Shinji is acting strange, and anyway, we're already talking. There's no need to go to school, and going there without telling Tosuka would mean betraying her.
いや、悪いが学校には行けない。用があるなら来週まで待てよ。休み明けには登校するから。
はあ、何勝手なこと言ってんだよお前。それじゃ遅いんだよ。我慢できないって言ったじゃないか今。
Shinji screams at me. He must be excited, as I can hear his heavy breathing even over the phone.
少しは考えてるじゃないか。そうだよね。さすがに今さら一人でやってくるわけがないか。どう見ても怪しいもんなこの電話。エミヤでもやばいって感じたわけだ。
Completely changing, he laughs.
ちょっと待て。落ち着け。お前変だぞ、シンジ。何があったか知らないが。
嘘をつくなよエミヤ。遠坂のことだ。お前に全部話したんだろ。いいよ隠さなくて。そうだよね。エミヤはセイバーのマスターだもの。僕よりずっと一発な人殺しってわけだ。
Shinji sounds cheerful. I've known him for 5 years now, but I've never seen him this high.
シンジ、お前。
Phrasing, Shiro.
いいから学校で待ってるよ。急げよエミヤ。今からなら6次元目には間に合う。ちょうど藤村の授業だし、遅刻しても問題ないだろう。
いや、いくら藤根でも遅刻したら怒るぞ。それに6次元目だけ出るなんて欠席するより文句を言われそうだな。
そんなのは自業自得じゃないか。ああ、それと遠坂にバラしたら本当に絶交するからな。今までさくらのことは目をつむってやったんだ。最後ぐらいは友人として義理を果たしてもいいだろう。
Having fun with Slay the Princess, Wind. The conversation ends there. The phone is repeating a boring beeping sound.
なんだあいつ。
But what should I do? I haven't been able to find Tosuka in the house, and if I'm going to school, I can't take Saber. Still, I'm worried what Shinji will do if I refuse his invitation. He seems distraught after being refused by Tosuka last night, and he might hit Sakura again if I leave him be.
そうだな。まだ明るいし問題ないだろう。
Alright, hang on. Let me take a peek at this. Alright, so our next choice is one that doesn't matter that much. But then after that, we have 2 choices that can potentially lead to bad ends. We have 2 opportunities for bad ends tonight. So if you want to see those, get those $5 in. If that's decided, I should hurry. I'll make it for 6th period if I run. There's no one at the school gates. As it's class time, it looks from outside like the school is empty. There must not be any PE classes at the moment, as nobody is out in the yard either. Well, this will all change in a little while. School's over once 6th period ends. The schoolyard and the gate should be filled with students. I reach the 3rd floor. Of course, the hallway is empty as well. Class is in session, and it feels a bit awkward walking to Class C like this.
丸見えってわけでもなし、さっさと教室に行くか。
Class C is down the hallway. This class by the stairs is Class H, so I'll have to walk past 5 classes to get there. The dizziness hits me suddenly. Oh yeah, it's Blood Fort time, baby! It attacks my whole body with nausea. My stomach crawls around. My senses are reversed. My vision is filled with crimson. As if blood has seeped into my eyes, everything in my vision tints red. The temperature hasn't changed, but my body is strangely hot. My feet tremble. I can't put any power into my body. I'm weakening like an hourglass, unable to stop it. It's as if I'm breathing out my insides with every breath. I'm suffocating. My throat hurts. Could it be that the oxygen has disappeared from the hallway? No, from the whole school? As if urged by my gasping lungs, I lean against the wall and open the window unconsciously. My mind freezes. The scale of the situation erases even my confusion. Outside the window, around the schoolyard is a field of red. It's as if only this school is cut out, surrounded by a red world. The school building is an altar covered by a red canopy. And with that, finally, I understand that this is that kind of a thing. I move away from the window. Holding my wobbling legs firm with my will, I enter the classroom in front of me. Inside is the result. There are no students sitting in their chairs. All the students are on the floor, and the teacher that was probably standing on the platform is lying on the ground as well. They are still breathing. Everyone is convulsing as if asking for help. There are no fatalities yet. It's just that they don't have the power to stand up, and they'll soon rot away. Seeing their miserable condition on the floor, I add them to the wreckage from long ago. My nausea gets stronger, but I deal with it calmly. I observe the students on the floor. Even though it's hard to breathe, it doesn't mean they can't breathe. If they're only weakened, I can still save them if I hurry. And the instant I check the face of a student nearby, a sound goes click inside my head. It's melting. Not everyone, though. There must be individual differences, as the most weakened students are starting to have their skin melt away. Oozing. Inflamed arms like a keloid, and arms that look like that of a dead and eyes that look like that of a dead fish. I know this. I know a scene like this.
やめろ。
This is just hell. I know it from a long time ago.
だからやめろ。
And so, eclipsing fear, anger overtakes my body. My left arm throbs. The command spell on my hand tells me an enemy is nearby. I run, still breathing hard. My mind has already gone insane.
ようエミヤ、思ったより元気そうで何よりだ。どう？気に入ったかいこの思考は。
Across the hallway, Mato Shinji is standing right in front of Class C. My arm throbs. The command spell tells me that the man standing there is the cause of this.
これはお前の仕業か、シンジ。
Unable to breathe properly, I stand there and glare at Shinji's distant figure. He must really like how I'm acting. Shinji spreads his arms exaggeratedly and laughs aloud in the red hallway.
そうだとも。お前がやってきたのが分かったんでね。すぐに結界を発動させたんだ。タイミングには苦労したんだぜ。 何しろあんまり早すぎると逃げられるし、遅すぎると顔を合わせるからさ。僕としちゃエミヤが顔面蒼白になるのを見たかったわけだし、単純に事を起こすのだけは避けたかったんだ。
そうか。話があるっていうのは嘘か。
Of course he was.
話はこれからさ。僕とお前どちらが優れているか遠坂に思い知らせないといけないし、エミヤには嘘の謝罪をしないといけないからね。ほら、エミヤには黙ってたけど学校に結界を敷いたのは僕なんだ。
Mm-hmm. Ha 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 ha, Shinji laughs cheerfully. That makes me realize from the bottom of my heart.
あれ、思ったより驚かないな。なんだ、この結界は僕じゃないって言ったのにエミヤは信じてくれなかったんだ。いいねいいね、お前でも人を信じないなんてことがあったわけだ。
Bro got mad, he gets no bitches real. His laugh drills into my skull. I'll make this clear, but I'm surprised enough. I was only prepared for the discovery that the master who constructed the boundary field was either Shinji or this other master. That's all. This is the result of the optimistic view. Back then, as soon as I figured out Shinji was a master, I should have settled this matter. So this is my mistake.
シンジ、なんでこんなものを仕掛けた。戦う気がないって言ったのも嘘だったのか。
いや、それは本当なんじゃない？僕だってこんなものを発動させる気はなかったんだ。これはあくまで交渉材料だったんだよ。爆弾を仕掛けておけば遠坂だっておいそれと僕を襲わなくなるし、万が一の切り札にもなるからね。
そうか。だが結界の発動にはまだ数日必要だと遠坂は言ってた。それはあいつの読み違いか。
遠坂らしい意見だけどさ、結界は完成していないだけで形はとっくにできているんだぜ。単純に発動させる分には支障はないんだ。ま、おかげで効果は薄いけどね。この分じゃ一人殺すのにあと数分はかかるんじゃないかな。
止めろ。
The nausea has already gone away. I say so, staring directly at Shinji.
止めろ？何をだい？まさかこの結界を止めろだなんて言ってるんじゃないだろうな。一度起こしたものを止めるなんてそんなもったいないことできないな、僕は。
止めろ。お前、自分が何をしているか分かってるのか。
イラつくな。お前、何僕に命令してるわけ？だいたいさ、これは僕の力じゃないか。止めるかどうかを決められるのは僕だけだし、止めてほしかったら土下座くらいするのが筋ってもんじゃないの？まったく、藤村といいお前といい、自分の立場が分かってないな。
Mato, she doesn't want you. Hey Shinji, I've got this book you might want to read. It's called She's Just Not That Into You. That's a book, right? I think it's a movie too, but I don't know. She's just not that into you, dude.
おい、藤姉がどうしたって。
And I don't blame her.
ね？ああ、藤村ね。この結界ができてからさ、あいつ結構動けたんだよ。でさ、
Oops.
倒れずにいた僕のところまでやってきて、救急車を呼んでとか言ってきたんだ。すごいよね、教育者の鏡ってやつ。けどそんなもの呼ぶわけにはいかないし、呼ぶ気もないじゃない。藤村のやつ、それでもしがみついてくるもんだからうざくなってさ、蹴り飛ばしてやったらピクリとも動かねえでやんの。あの分じゃ真っ先に死んだんじゃねえの、あいつ。
I've switched over completely. Shinji, you idiot. Why would you say that to Shiro? Tosuka said something about pushing a switch in my head, but it's not like that. Clang. A hammer strikes in my head, and the inside of my body completely changes.
最後結界を止めろシンジ
わからないやつだね。お前に頼まれれば頼まれるほど止めたくなんてなくなる。そんなに気に食わないんなら力ずくでやってみろよエミヤ。
Men will do anything except go to therapy and respect women. Real.
そうだなら話は簡単だ
So basically, I need to stop him before I can stop this boundary field. My body leaps. My body is burning like a fire. There's less than 20 meters between me and Shinji. For me right now, that will only take an instant. My body is full of energy vastly higher than when I have a magic circuit inserted in me.
本当にバカだねお前。
Not my son, though. I raised my boy well. I mean, Shiro will do anything except go to therapy. That is also an issue he has. The shadow wiggles. The shadow settled in the corner of the hallway starts to take form and move. A sharp edge made of black. Like a guillotine to cut anything that approaches Shinji. I don't know what kind of magic it is. There are 3 shadows. With that number... Do we keep attacking or do we defend? Do we just keep going or try to block? Attack him! Attack! There's no need to stop. There's no need to stop. No matter how strong it may be, it's useless if it can't hit me. The 3 sharp edges approach me.
バカはお前だシンジ
Yeah, he is. An attack like this is easily avoidable compared to Saber's attack. I passed through the opening between the 3 shadows. I felt no threat in the shadows. So there's no problem. Saber's taught me that if it doesn't make me sense death, I should not hesitate.
シンジ
I close in on him. There are no shadows to protect him. A few more steps. If I close 3 more meters, I can...
やめろ来るな。
I'm once again going to mention that the next decision has bad end potential. So if you want to see the bad end, get those $5 in. Shinji runs away. The instant I reach out to his back, I feel a chill run through my whole body, and I quickly withdraw my extended arm. Something cuts through the air. A sharp black edge cuts through the space I was in a moment ago. I stop. I don't know where it came from, but in front of me is a woman in black who makes even the red seem faint. Hi, Ryder. Hi. Hi. What's up? My mind stops in fear. I'll be killed. I don't want to think about it, but an image of my head being ripped off pops into my head. This is a sense of death that the previous shadows cannot even compare to.
いいぞライダー。遠慮するな。そいつはお前の好きにしていい。
Ryder's figure becomes vague. Last chance, last chance. Alright, we are going to skip this bad end. I can't match her. Love the kind of woman who can kill me. Felt it. I retreat instantly. Now is not a good time. I have to regroup and make Shinji stop the boundary field after that. I desperately retreat, not knowing what's going on. My vision turns white from fear. I don't even know what I'm scared of. But I raise my hand, still not knowing what's going on, and block my neck. A sharp object is thrust into my arm. The dull sound that scrapes my bone tells me I will be killed next. I run. I don't even have time to turn my back. I cover only my vitals with my hands and retreat desperately. The sound of cutting echoes through the hallway. With an annoying sound, the sharp object cuts my body apart. My vision is blocked by the spray of blood coming out of my body. Beyond it is Ryder coming at me at a speed I can't even see. She's so fine, and for what? Every time I get cut, a voice that doesn't seem like my own escapes my mouth. But I still continue desperately to retreat, saving my life from numerous fatal blows. I don't know what I'm doing. My arm is blocking Ryder's dagger. My clothes are ripped apart, and my flesh is as well. But it must still be working as a shield, as it desperately blocks the blows coming at my neck, forehead, and heart. Fate Stay Night, more like fuck this guy in particular. Force of will is not there. My body reacts to Ryder's blow purely from not wanting to die. I'm already out of breath. I'm only running because I'm being hurried by the presence of death in front of me. I will just run out of strength, get caught, and die. That's why she told me. She told me not to fight against serpents, and that I would be no match for them. Even though I listened to her, why? What am I doing now? I have to catch Shinji quickly and have him remove the boundary field, so what am I doing? Wait, I did pick the right option, didn't I? Yes.
何してるんだライダー。もういいだろう。さっさと切り殺しちゃえよ。どうせ何もできないんだからさ、そいつは。
Shinji's voice is filled with triumph. Nodding, Ryder swings her dagger in a large arc. A blow directed at my head. I cannot dodge it. All I can do is to stop it hitting a fatal point. The dagger stabs me in my shoulder, right below my collarbone. A loud metallic sound and the cluck of a tongue. What is this? The end of Ryder's dagger is breaking apart.
驚いた。私の刃物では殺せない。
I sure wonder what's going on there. Ryder stops. In the instant that I consider how to make use of that opening.
なら、落ちて死になさい。
And we are coming up on another bad end. Potentially. So once again, if you want to see it, get your $5 in! I feel an impact like being hit with a sledgehammer, and I'm knocked out the window. I only took a roundhouse kick to the stomach, but that blows my body away and I'm thrown out of the window. It's the 3rd floor. I should die from loss of blood even without anything, so falling from this height should finish me off. No, I should have died the moment I received the blow that flung me a few dozen meters. I reach out. Maybe I'm not falling yet, or it's just an illusion. My body is still in the air. I reach out my arm, as if to cling on to something. The sky is red. The school building is throbbing as if it's the stomach of a living thing. Am I going to die overlooking something like this? Like this? Like this? Like this? Like this? Am I going to die selfishly, unable to save anybody? I grit my teeth in vain. I cannot beat her. I cannot even be a match. I knew that, but I made a mistake. I don't care about the pain in my body. I'm just going insane from the anger. This is the result of saying I can handle things myself, and saying I won't let Saber fight. I was the stupid one. I can't save anyone by myself. If I really wanted to end this war, there was just one thing to do from the beginning. He said it. If I am to not fight anybody, not kill anybody, or not let anyone kill, that if I realized I was wrong, I should decide what to correct and what to punish. And so, on my arm, reaching out as if to grab the heavens, is the command spell waiting for my order. Last call. Last call for this bad end. Alright. That's a shame. Because I really like this particular end. But oh well. Let's summon Saber. I murmur as if praying. I don't care about my life, but only to stop the cause of this.
Saber!
With all my might, I call for my sword. A command spell disappears, and at the same moment, a winding occurs in space. It must have been sorcery, because Saber in her silver armor shoots forth from it as if breaking through the ripple in space. I fall to the ground on my back. My breath stops. My organs will explode from the impact. A few of my ribs must have broken or at least cracked. But still, my body did not break apart, and my bloody arms are still attached.
Shiro!
Saber runs toward me. Forcing my numb arms and legs, I manage to stand up to show her I'm alright.
説明している暇はない。状況はわかるな、セイバー。
待ってください、シロ。それはわかりますが、その前にあなたの体を。
ライダーを頼む。あいつはお前でしか倒せない。
いけません。シロの治療が先です。このままではあなたが死ぬ。
それは違う。先にやるべきことがあるだろう。
Forget about me, as we have to beat Shinji and Ryder as quickly as possible. By the way, if we had done that bad end, what would have happened was essentially, he would not summon Saber, he would hit the ground, and essentially a bunch of swords would explode out of him. And he would die. Delightful. Nothing takes priority over that.
ですが、それでは。
Saber is stubbornly worried about my body. I would be lying if I said I wasn't happy about it, but we don't have time to argue. If Saber doesn't want to, I'll just have to use my second command spell. My determination must have got through to her. Saber accepts my decision.
わかりました。マスター、指示を。
ライダーを倒せ。俺はシンジを叩く。
There's no hesitation in Saber now. She nods silently and runs to the school building like the wind. I run up the stairs. Ryder and Shinji are on the 3rd floor. I can tell from the command spell's reaction that Shinji is still on the 3rd floor. The instant I get to the 3rd floor, sparks fly out.
ライダーか。
I couldn't see it, but Saber must have seen Ryder attacking from above and deflected her attack.
シロ、ライダーはここで倒します。あなたはライダーのマスターを。
She doesn't need to tell me. Saber won't be beaten by Ryder. That's something I'm sure of from fighting Ryder and knowing even a little about her power. Saber's power vastly exceeds that of Ryder.
任せた。だが深追いはするな。シンジを止めればそれで終わる。
I pass Saber and run. Ryder's dagger instantly comes to kill me, and Saber attacks to deflect it along with Ryder. I run through the hallway. In front of me is Shinji, completely flustered.
さすがに手ぶらじゃ不利か。
A long object that can serve as a weapon, like the mop in this locker. No, Shiro, just punch him!
トレーソン。
I pass my magical energy through it as I run. Perhaps I don't have any other thoughts, or I don't have enough energy to do anything else. But I strengthen the plastic mop as naturally as breathing. The shadows move. Even though I'm hurt so badly, I don't feel any sluggishness in my body. And on top of that, I have a weapon now. So... I don't even need to dodge them now. I smack away all the shadows attacking me using the mop. The mop breaks, but that's to be expected from a weapon so hurriedly constructed. And besides, there's no need for anything like that when I'm this close.
シンジ。
Get him! I punch him straight on. Yes! My slashed arm hurts so much that it almost knocks me unconscious. I punch Shinji in the stomach and drive him against the wall.
この。
Shinji reaches out to fling my arms off. I kick his arms away without any hesitation. Even I can't control myself. I take the arm that I kicked and ram it against the wall and break it. I can't hear Shinji scream too clearly. Crap. I'll faint if I let my guard down. I have to hurry while my body can still move. I grab Shinji's hair and push him against the wall.
悲鳴は後だ。今すぐ結界を止めろ、シンジ。
Oh boy.
ふざけるな。誰がお前なんかの。
Sorry about that. There was a sudden cat situation that had to be dealt with. I take my other arm and grab his throat. Drips. The blood soaked into my clothes stains Shinji's body.
なら結界の前にお前の息の根を止めるだけだ。どっちでもいいぞ俺は。早く決めろ。
I put power into the hand grabbing his throat. It must be because of the magical energy flowing into my body. I feel like I'd be able to break this neck. Do it. Do it. Do it!
デタラメだ。お前にそんなことできるもんか。それに僕はまだ誰も殺してないぞ。ただみんなから少しだけ命を分けてもらっただけ。
分かった。じゃあな、シンジ。
I tighten my grip. There's no hesitation. Just a little sympathy. It's because Shinji wasn't taught the basic rules of magi, that there's no problem with killing other magi.
待ってくれ。分かった。僕の負けだエミヤ。結界はすぐに止めるから。
I loosen my grip on his throat. Yeah, sadly, Shinji doesn't die just yet.
くそ、バカ力出しやがって。おいライダー、ブラッドフォードを止めろ。マスターの命が危ないんだぞ。
There's no response from Ryder, but Saber takes a step back from Ryder with those words. Ryder lowers her dagger and moves her lips slightly.
これでいいんだろう。この結界は特殊らしくてね。一度張った場所にはそう簡単に張り直せないらしい。もうここに結界を張ることはないんだから、その手を離せよ。
そうはいくか。勝った以上はこっちの言い分に従ってもらう。シンジ、レイジを捨てろ。そうすれば二度と争うこともない。
ふざけるな。そんな真似ができるもんか。レイジがなくなったらライダーを従えられない。そうなったら僕は
Kill him! Kill him!
マスター
Kill
でなくなるん
him!
だろう。なら信徒の教会に行けばいい。戦いから降りたマスターを保護してくれるそうだからな。それとも何か、身を守るために結界を張ったっていうのは嘘か。
別にそんなこと言ってないだろう。僕はただマスターになってサーバントを従えていれば。
Calling all besties, kill! He thought he'd be able to be a magus? But what would the point even be? But what would be the point even if he became one?
ここまでだシンジ。レイジを捨てないのなら俺が剥ぎ取る。
剥ぎ取る？
Shinji questions it like it's a real mystery. He's not faking it. It seems he really doesn't understand what I'm saying.
いや、だから。
シロ、離れて。
Saber's voice. Maybe it's the result of training at the dojo, but my body reacts to Saber's voice before my brain. I let go of Shinji and jump back. And at the same time, Ryder's dagger is swung through the space I used to occupy.
ライダー？
下がりなさい、マスター。この場から離脱します。
シロ、下がって。ライダーは結界維持に使っていた魔力を全て解放するつもりです。
魔力を解放する？
Looking at Ryder, she certainly seems strange. Like the way she appeared here instantly when she was confronting Saber, and the chill she's releasing. Her pressure is much stronger now.
ライダー、何考えてんだお前。エミヤのサーバントにさえ勝てないくせに勝手なことしてんじゃない。
はい、確かに私ではセイバーに及びません。ですがご安心を。我が宝具は他のサーバントを凌駕しています。たとえ相手が何者であろうと我の失踪を妨げることはできない。
God, her voice voice is so nice, I could listen to that all day. Ryder raises her dagger. Everyone here lets out a voice of surprise. For some reason, Ryder takes her dagger to her neck and slashes it in one breath. Fresh blood splatters around. Blood gushes out from the neck of black-garbed Ryder. Oops. Even her master, Shinji, is surprised at her actions. Even if servants are beyond human, that wound is fatal. Ryder will lose large amounts of blood and will just disappear. But that's just a needless worry for people who know nothing. The splattered blood stops in the air and slowly forms a circle. It's a magic circle drawn in blood. A pattern I've never seen before. A creature-like figure that looks creepy. A big lump of magical energy, created by Ryder. The boundary field Ryder was supporting until now seems small compared to this. The huge amount of magical energy must be leaking. My body is pushed back as if blown by a strong wind.
シロ、離れて。ライダーは宝具を使う気です。そこにいては巻き込まれる。
Saying so, Saber pulls my body away by force. Protecting me, Saber confronts Ryder's magic circle.
逃げるつもりか、ライダー。自身のマスターをも巻き込むというのなら、ここで引導を渡すだけだ。そのような宝具を使わせはしない。
まさかマスターを守るのがサーバントの役割でしょう。私はマスターを連れて逃げるだけよ。それが気に食わないのなら追ってきなさい、セイバー。もっともこれを見た後でもあなたに戦う気迫が残っていればの話ですが。
I hear a throbbing. With a sound like flesh wrenching open, Ryder's hair whirls up and... Dragged by Saber, I fall to the ground. A loud sound and a flash. I close my eyes at the raging wind, but even with my eyes closed, I'm forced to feel it. Something white passes by. I feel like something is blazing through the hallway with great speed, like a giant arrow of light. Shinji sucks ass, you should get a different master. Oh, just wait. When I raise my head, the scene in front of me is the remains of cruel destruction. Shinji and Ryder have disappeared. The light just now wasn't aimed at us, but was probably just to escape from here. My wounds hurt. The firing hammer that was pulled inside me is released. The heat flowing through me quickly fades away.
シロ、
I can't hear Saber's questions anymore. In that manner, my consciousness falls into white darkness. I'm having that dream. Maybe this is the image of death for me. The closer I get to death, the more the scene that I don't want to see revives in my head. A mountain of corpses. People crumbling away. A time when everyone wished for help, yet none received any. That was painful. It was so painful that even living was painful, and I even thought I would be at ease if I just disappeared. With faint consciousness, I reached out for no reason. I didn't reach out seeking help. I just thought that the sky was a long way away. In my last moments, that's what I thought. And then my mind faded away, and the raised hand fell to the ground. No, it should have fallen to the ground. A big hand grasped the falling hand. That person came into the fire to save anybody, and found me. I remember that face. A figure of a man with tears welling in his eyes, delighted from the bottom of his heart that he has found someone alive. It was because he looked so happy. I even thought that he was the one that was saved, not me. Hello, Hannah Stein. Welcome, welcome. Just in time to appreciate Kiritsugu. Yes. So, looking enviable even in my dying eyes, the man saved an unfamiliar child as if thanking something. That was the turning point. My weakness accepting death turned into the strength of a desire to live. The mind that could not think of anything was filled with joy of being saved. I moved my fingers with all my might, so as not to let go of the man's hand, and lost consciousness. After that, I was in a hospital when I came to, and I received a visit from the man who saved me. That was 10 years ago. Since then, Emiya Shiro just chased after Kiritsugu. I could only think of becoming like him. Not because I was saved. It's just because I could not forget his face at that time, and I tried to acquire that illusion. I ran, aiming to be like that. Somewhere in my mind, I didn't want to realize. That's right. That one day, hoping about how much I would be saved if I could smile the way Kiritsugu did back then. When I open my eyes, I am in my familiar living room. The sound of the clock is awfully loud. I seem to be sleeping on the floor, and when I raise my arms, both of them are wrapped up in bandages. I push myself up. The clock says it's already past 10 p.m.
外暗いなじゃないわよこの恩知らず。目が覚めたらまず言うべきことがあるんじゃない？
Oh, give him a break, Rin. He's getting his bearings.
遠坂なんだいたのか。
いたのかじゃないわよ。あんたの真横でずっと看病してやってたのに、ずいぶんな態度じゃない。
I see. I've done something bad.
すまない。どうも頭が固まってる。うまく物事を考えられないんだが、とにかくありがとう、遠坂。
まあ、別に大したことじゃないからいいけど、シロもあれだけの怪我だったんだから、意識が朦朧としてるのも当然だしさ。
Exactly.
で、痛いところはないの？とりあえず外傷は塞がってるけど、中身まではわからないから。異常があるんなら手当てしないとまずいでしょ。
いや、だるいだけで痛むところはない。ただ、
Oops. I feel like I'm floating in the air. I don't know how I came to be here. I can't even remember what I was doing today.
遠坂、学校は俺はあの後どうなったんだ？
大丈夫。みんなのことは安心なさい。学校にはキレイがフォローに行ったから。廊下の補修とか事後処理はあいつがするから考えなくていいわ。あれでも新職なんだし、これぐらいさせなきゃ罰が当たるでしょ。
I don't think that's quite how it works, Rin.
あいつが？それじゃ学校の方は？
大事にはなってないわ。病院に運び込まれた生徒は多いけど、命に別状はないみたい。みんな栄養失調ってことで 2,3 日病院で休む程度だって。
そうか、それは。
Great. The boundary field was stopped late, but that didn't mean I was too late. As soon as I relax, strength escapes my body. I take a deep breath and lean against the wall.
じゃあ俺の体の方も琴峰が治してくれたのか。いくら遠坂でもあれだけの傷は治せないだろ
何言ってるのよ。それはあんたが勝手に直したの。バーサーカーの時と一緒。とりあえず傷を塞ぐだけなら超がつくほどの回復力だけど、あなたの方には覚えはないのよね。
あるわけないだろう。俺だってわけがわからないんだ。セイバーと契約するまでは普通の体だったよ。
もしかして自分が知らないだけで祖先がトカゲだったとかない？
あのな、真剣な顔でそういう怖い冗談は言わないでくれ。俺だって気持ち悪いんだぞ。自分の体が自分の知らないものになってるようなものなんだから。
いいんじゃない？何はどうあれ、それで何度も命を流れてるんだから。もう2回も助けられたことだし、トカゲになるぐらいは妥協できる交換条件だと思うけど。
遠坂、重病人をいじめて楽しいのか？
Only because it's you.
さっきまで重病人だった人でしょ。ともかくセイバーに感謝しなさいよね。理屈はわからないけど、シローの体がそうなったのはセイバーのおかげなんだし。
That energizes my beaten up mind. The thing I have to do now. There are words I need to say to her, asking for her help and being saved by her. I get up quickly. Moving causes pain throughout my body, but I can't worry about that.
遠坂、セイバーは？
道場にいるわ。私は部屋に荷物取りに行ってくるわね。
Tosaka heads over to the outbuilding with light steps. My joints cry out in pain. I bear it by gritting my teeth and hurry to the dojo. I arrive at the dojo. Saber is sitting Japanese style by herself, as if meditating.
シロ、目が覚めたのですか？
Saber notices me coming in, stands up, and comes to me instantly.
すまない。今気がついたんだ。それでセイバー。
すまないではありません。あなたには言いたいことが山ほどある。私を置いて敵の誘いに乗ったこと、一人で戦おうとしたこと、自身の体を気遣おうともしなかったこと。
Go off!
分かっているのですか？そのどれもが死に直結する愚行です。いや、実際あなたは死にかけていた。こうして私を追い詰めて何が楽しいのです。
いや、その。
何ですか？生半可な弁明では引き下がりません。今日という今日はとことんあなたの考えを聞かせていただきますから。
Saber flares up at me. It's certainly an intense pressure, but seeing Saber so emotional is rather pleasant.
分かってる。ちゃんと話す。だから話をしよう、セイバー。体の方はこの通り大丈夫だからさ。
シロ、持ち直したのですか？
ああ、そうみたいだ。とりあえず生き延びてる。
そうですか。それはよかった。
Where did that threatening attitude go? Saber takes a relieved breath and smiles softly as if congratulating me on my safety. That really makes me realize I made her feel so uneasy that even the expressionless Saber made such a face. I wasn't relying on Saber, but still, she accepted me as the person to fight with. I was the stupid one. I didn't notice such pure trust. And I could not even give her the simple trust of letting her fight.
セイバー。
I speak naturally. I can stare directly at the person I was so embarrassed to look at until now.
はい。何ですか、シロ。
すまない。俺がバカだった。
I bow my head.
シロ、やめてください。先ほどのは言葉のあやです。怒っていたのは確かですが、 あなたに謝ってもらう必要は。
ある。パートナーとしてセイバーに謝るのは当然だ。心配させてすまなかった。セイバーといる限り俺は二度と一人では戦わない。
シロ、それは。
ああ、セイバー、お前の力を貸してくれ。
Look at that character development.
俺一人じゃ他のマスターには勝てない。俺にはお前の助けが必要だ。
それでは今までの行動が間違いだったと認めるのですね。シロはマスターとして後方支援に徹し、戦うのは私の役割だと。
No, that's wrong. I am not mistaken in that regard. I still don't want to see Saber hurt. That's why I have forbidden her from fighting. That was the only thing I had wrong. If I decided to fight with her, I should have just protected her with all my might.
いや、俺は自分が間違っていたとは思わない。セイバーが俺を守るなら俺もセイバーを守る。セイバーだけを戦わせるなんてことはできない。
Saber doesn't respond. Cold air flows through the dojo. But this is one thing that I cannot give up. I raise my head, thinking that I'll just need to beg her until she accepts it. And then...
その堅くなさは実にあなたらしい。
そのセイバー？
まったく今さら答えるまでもないでしょう。私はあなたの剣です。私以外の誰があなたの力になるのですか、シロ。
Saying that, Saber puts out her left hand. With no sensible words coming to mind, I silently shake her hand. A certain feeling of a handshake. A few days after we met, we finally exchange a real contract.
何握手なんてしてるの？二人とも。
Rin, you're ruining the moment. Hey, why do you have to show up with such timing? We release our hands quickly.
なんか怪しいわね。まさか私に内緒で作戦会議をしてたとか？
いえ、そういうわけではないのです。
Look
その
at Saber's
マスター
blush.
の体が健康かどうか脈を測っていただけですので。
I'm dumbfounded. Saber is offering a really suspicious lie. No, before that, why is Saber panicking too?
へえ、変わった脈の取り方をするのね。
Tosuka looks at Saber curiously. Perhaps because she's not accustomed to lying, Saber starts to act even more suspiciously. I have to help her or we might end up in an even worse situation.
何の用だよ、トサカ。部屋まで荷物を取りに行くとか言ってなかったか、さっき。
あ、それそれ。はい、セイバー、これ。
ありがとう。リンには迷惑をかける。
Tosuka gives Saber a bag. Saber takes it with a happy expression.
それが最後だから気をつけなさいよね。いくら強制召喚だからって力ずくで武装したら服なんて消し飛ぶんだから。
申し訳ありません。突然のことだったのでそこまで考えが回らなかったのです。
まあね、単純なデザインだし制服みたいなものだし、綺麗なやつ地味な服ばっかり私に押し付けるんだもの。まあ私には似合わない服だからいいけどさ。なんだってその服にこだわるのよ、セイバー。
ええ、シローが似合うと言いましたから。
Aww. Okay. I don't understand the situation too well, but it seems that's the third set of clothes for Saber. We don't have any women's clothes here, so that means Saber is borrowing clothes from Tosuka. But, I'd prefer it if you two did your girl talk elsewhere. I'm a guy too. we were having a serious conversation, but if you talk about this sort of thing, I can't help but feel let down. Nothing much happens after that, and Saber and Tosuka force me to sleep. Even though I regained consciousness, my body is still badly injured. My arms were cut up by Ryder so badly that I would normally have had to cut them off at my elbows, and my body is filled with cracks and strains from falling from the 3rd floor. I guess they share the opinion that I should sleep and rest for now, even though there are lots of things to think about. But I have to settle things as quickly as possible with Shinji. Shinji activated that boundary field without hesitation. Even I know how dangerous it is to let such a master roam freely. Emptiness like dizziness. Only my mind is back to normal. As soon as I lay down, my body demands sleep as it's still not fully healed. I can't rest like this. Even if my body isn't fully healed, I have to go and find Shinji. Ooh, status and weapon screens updated. Ho ho, let's check that stuff out. I presume it is for Ryder. Details, skills, Noble Phantasm. Blood Fort Andromeda. Others sealing blood temple. A barrier of blood. It melts the people within it. The melted people become red blood and are absorbed by the user of the barrier. Its primary use is to absorb magical energy. Rank B, type anti-army Noble Phantasm. Range 10 to 40. Maximum target 500 people. And weapon is, of course, Unidentified Dagger, a giant nail that Ryder uses. Its origin is unknown, but we think that it is a weapon that reflects her inner character. Alright, let's save. And I do believe we are going to start wrapping up here. Let's see, what does day 10 have in store? Oh, day 10's pretty chill. Although there is... or not chill, but it looks pretty short. I don't think I'm gonna do it now, though. But there is an opportunity for a bad end in day 10. Oh ho ho! So if that's something you want to see, keep that in mind. But, like I said, I do believe I'm going to call it for now, and we will do day 10 next week. So, tomorrow we're doing Furina's story quest in Genshin. Thank you as always to everybody who stopped by, and I hope to see you all next time.